Hello, good morning everyone. I hope you have a good night rest. As promised, today I'll be uploading 30 minutes in practice on the liver and the gallbladder meridian lines. It's seldom that we get to practice in early in the morning. You might be wondering, should in be only practiced at night and not in the mornings? It really depends on what is the purpose of your in practice. So for days where you feel like you're a little bit stiff in the morning and you want a quieter and slower practice in the morning, you can choose to start off with an in practice for 30 minutes, like what I'm going to do right now. So actually this is really my practice. I'm not just recording this to share in the video. I'm just going to devote 30 minutes this morning for in practice. Then after that, I will follow by 30 minutes of a more active practice to move the body and to strengthen the muscle. So in is not just about lying down and feeling sleepy at night. It can also be a good practice in the morning, especially if you start off with a simple seated breathing exercise. So can I invite you to take a comfortable seat? If you can, take something to prop up your sitting bone. Take any comfortable cross-legged position. Rest your palm on the knees or on the thigh. Lengthen the spine. And start to take normal inhale and exhale breath. So it depends on when you play this video to practice along with me. And it's always good to just sit down, tune into the breath, and check into how you're feeling at this current moment. You might be taking a break in the lunch time, or you might be doing this practice just before you sleep. The condition and the state of our mind differs throughout the day. The quality of breath differs throughout the day. So feel the heaviness of your sitting bone, relaxing the thigh bones, the shin bones. And with each inhale breath, elongate the spine towards the crown towards the sky. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the armpit, and start to feel this rhythmic movement of your torso as you inhale and as you exhale. Feel the breath flowing in and out of your nostril. A slight cooling sensation perhaps as you inhale. A slight warming sensation around the nostril as you exhale. relaxing your eyes, your jaws, and your tongue. Check if you are tightening the shoulders. If you are, can you make an effort to roll the shoulder down? Think of lengthening the side of your neck, relaxing the shoulder blade. Just a couple more breaths here. The next time you exhale, gently press the palms together in front of your heart. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, very gently open your eyes. Namaste. We come on to our first posture. Our first posture for the liver and gallbladder lines is a classic yin pose called the butterfly pose. So come to a comfortable seated position. You might want to pull the left and right butt cheeks out. Ground the sitting bone, the two bony structure at the base of your pelvis. If your knees are way high up and you feel uncomfortable, feel free to have cushion below your thigh to support. But if it's fine for you, feel free to just let it hang. Just take an inhale and exhale, seated upright with your eyes closed. Think of relaxing the groin, the inner thigh, making the knees heavy, feeling the thigh bones, your shin bone, your ankle and your feet. So as you are still sitting upright, with each inhale breath, you can still lengthen the spine. With each exhale breath, relax the groin, the knees, and the pelvis. As and when you are ready, without opening your eyes, the next time you exhale, you allow the upper body to lean forward. So as we lean forward, we are not trying to reach a particular destination. We are trying to find a soft spot where your body naturally stops. And that's what we call our first edge. So as you start to lean forward, you will start to feel a new sensation, especially around your lower back. As your spine is in this flexion position, allowing your knees and groin to further relax. So for friends who are more externally rotated, you might not feel a lot in the inner thigh and the groin. And that's fine. That's your body. But as you start to lean forward, everyone should start to feel the common target area, which is your lower back. So how much you lean forward got nothing to do with the mobility of your hip. It's all about the lower back. So try not to push yourself. And you observe what are the sensations around the lower back. What is stopping you in this posture? Can you further relax the groin and the inner thigh? You notice how our body starts to tense up the moment we bring our mind away from the target area. And you notice how you can consciously relax those areas when you bring your awareness to the area. And that's really the power of in practice. You keep going back to the area, and with awareness, we can consciously relax those tight muscles. And by now, you should feel that the initial restriction of your lower back start to ease away. And with each exhale, soften belly and see how your spine responds to your exhale breath. And if you start to feel discomfort, something that you're not feeling too good, you can stop the spine from folding too much forward by resisting the movement with your palm on the floor. So it's not that we should go 100% all the time. You can adjust how much stress we want to place on the target area. If it's too much today, just notice I'm a little bit stiff today, so I do less. Maybe today is a good day. The body allows you to go deeper. Then indulge into the stretch and let the breath bring you deeper into the posture. Five more breaths. The next time you exhale, very slowly push yourself up. Use your palm. Press the palm at your back. Straighten your legs for rebounds. So relax the legs. If you feel a slight achy sensation around the lower back, with each inhale breath, you can lift the chest up to create this slight back bend to ease off whatever tension you're feeling right now around the lower back. One more breath. Okay, slowly come back. We come to the next posture. In Hatha, we call this pigeon pose, but in practice, we call it the swan pose. So you have your right knee forward, behind your right wrist, your knee pointing slightly 45 degrees away, your left leg is towards the back. If your right hip is way high up, feel free to pat your right butt with a cushion or a piece of bath towel. Something to take note, you should not feel any pain around the right knee. Have your fingertips on the floor. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. And with each exhale, you sit the butt a little bit more. You start to feel the target area, the gluteus muscle and the outer thigh. And you might even feel the right inner thigh and the inner groin. So this series is working on the liver and the gallbladder lines. The liver lines run along the inner thigh, and the gallbladder lines run along our glutes and the outer thigh. That's where the target areas are. A few more breaths. Sit into the butt. One more breath. The next time you exhale, allow the upper body to lean forward. So like the butterfly pose, you decide how much you want to lean forward. So you might be good with just the palm down, elbow down, or those who are really flexible, you might have the entire body down. So you decide what is your first edge. So bearing in mind the target area is the glutes. So do not compromise the target area for the sake of coming lower onto your chest. That doesn't serve the purpose of this pose. The pose is to stimulate the chi flow along the gallbladder lines, the outer hip and the butt. You must feel the stretch. So even if that means you're coming high up, that's fine. After all, pigeon pose doesn't mean anything. It is just a physical shape that the body is making. It is the working of the internal sensation and the release of the physical tension that is more beneficial in a practice. Very slowly, push yourself up. Sit the right butt down. Swing the left leg towards the front. And cross the left knee on top of the right knee. So we come to a shoelace pose. So for friends who are a little bit limited in the external rotation of the hip and your knees are way high up, it's perfectly fine. You just roll a towel and pad in between the legs to support the upper legs. Okay, so for those who can cross reasonably well, it's fine. Take an upright position. The next time you exhale, allow the body to lean forward. So how much you lean forward depends on your body. Bearing in mind the target area. So for those who are new to the Yin practice, we focus on the target area much more than the shape or the form that our body makes. There is no perfect shape in a Yin practice. More importantly, we feel the target area that we want to target in the posture. So for this shoelace pose with the knee on top of the right, the target area is the gluteus muscle, mainly on the left glutes and the left IT band. It is exactly the same area where you were experiencing earlier in the swan pose, but it's on the other leg. So you decide how much you lean forward. Do not compromise on the target area. Listen to your breath in and out of your nostril. You may feel a slight humming sound at the base of your throat naturally, without purposefully constricting the glottis. You're just breathing normally, and you start to feel the inner sound of your breath as you inhale and exhale, like the wave of the ocean. One more breath. The next time you inhale, very slowly push yourself up. And then we come to a rebound posture. You can choose. You can sit with rebound with the legs straightened in a restful rebound pose. But for me, this morning, I would choose to take downward dog. So you choose any rebound pose that your body feel good. One more breath here. Slowly move yourself up from the rebound pose. We come to the swan pose on the other side. So left knee down behind the left wrist. Your left knee is pointing about 45 degrees to the left. Your shin is about 45 degrees from the top of the mat. And we take a few breaths. Fingers down, extending the spine towards the crown, sinking the left butt down. So this is the time you make a judgment if I need a padding on the left butt. Do I feel any discomfort or sharp pain on my left knee? Do I feel the target area? Where am I feeling in this posture? So these are internal conversations that you are having with yourself in the posture. These are more important conversations than how do I look in this posture? Is my right leg straight? How do I look in the mirror? There is no mirror in the Yin practice. Okay, continue to sink into the left butt. Take an inhale. Okay, as you exhale, allow the upper body to lean forward. Take note of the target area. You do not want to lose it by coming forward. You decide how much you want to come forward this practice. And we stay for about 2 or 3 minutes. Are you still connecting with your breath? Are you still fully aware of the sensation of the body? Our minds start to get distracted much more easily when there's no music playing in the background. Our ears pick up signal easier in our surrounding, distracting our mind. Okay, the sudden sound is that the fountain start to be switched on at 8 a.m. in the morning, so pardon that background gush of water. I hope you can still hear me. Each exhale breath, continue to relax the belly, and you should feel the sinking sensation on the left butt more than on your shoulders and your elbows. So this purpose of the posture is not to strengthen the shoulders. It is to feel the target area on the glutes. So can you resist slightly onto the floor to bring the weight back onto the glutes? Just 3 more breaths. The next time you inhale, very slowly push yourself up. Sit your left butt down. Swing the right leg forward and cross the right knee over the left knee. So if you need to sit higher, please do so. If you need padding in between your thigh, please do so. Ground the sitting bone. Sit tall. And the next time you exhale, allow the body to lean forward. And you come to the first edge for the shoelace pose. Continue to sink the butt down. You should feel the weightiness of your sitting bone still. 3 more breaths. And then as you inhale, very slowly push yourself up. Straighten your legs for the rebounds. So I will not be leading you guys to a Shavasana practice because I'm proceeding on to a more active yang practice. So if you wish to, you can just lie down for a Shavasana practice and just take a 5 minutes resting posture and allow this video to stop naturally. So have a good rest, and I will see you next week for our next in practice.